Several years ago, I was speaking at a youth conference, and the question came up about the sovereignty of God. And I shared this this short scenario. I said, imagine that somebody puts a gun to your face. They put a gun to your head, and it's loaded, and they pull the trigger. And suppose that God has determined what your day of death is, and it's not today. But someone puts that gun to your head, they pull the trigger, are you going to die? And the point was, of course, that God is so sovereign over all things, including your life, that if he has not ordained that you're going to die that day, then you're not going to die that day. And I was stunned when another adult leader at this conference got up and they responded that that's not how God's sovereignty works. Now, little did he know that I was actually basing that on a real scenario, a story I knew of that happened to somebody who got shot in the face at point blank range and survived with a very minor injury. But aside from that aspect, it just blew me away to think that this person thought that God could be controlled by something as simple as man's evil intent. And so I came across this interesting video this morning from Demons Row TV, and I wanted to share this with you. Okay, so I'm going to stick that clip in right here.
And I remember one night I got back to my shop. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. And that was like on my 13th day of being up. And I was, I was snorting meth and smoking cigarettes in my shop. And I felt like something snapped where I actually lost my mind, And so I had my .357 revolver laying on the workbench in my shop. And I just didn't even think about it. Like, I was tired of the voices. I was tired of the chaos, and I picked up the gun and stuck the barrel in my mouth and pulled the trigger.
Wow.
And it actually misfired. Like, I was freaking out. I didn't know what the heck happened because I opened up, the revolver. I opened it up and the primer struck the hammer struck the primer and everything.
Wow.
So I was like, dude, like this ain't right. I didn't know what to think about it. And so I snorted up some more meth and was just like curled up in the corner of my garage smoking cigarette after cigarette. And I'm thinking about doing it again, and then my phone goes off. And at first I just answered back because all she said at first was, "Hey Jordan, how's it going?" I'm like, what the heck? It's like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
And we ended up video calling through Messenger, and I blew her off like I was kind of just being a jerk about it, because I was like, I'm too far gone, like you're wasting your time. And then finally she's like, Jordan, if you just let me pray for you, I'll leave you alone. Like, you never have to talk to me again. And like my exact words were like, get it the F over with. Just let me out of here, dude. Like, it's tripping me out, And so she prayed for me. And then the first thing that came out of her mouth was the name of Jesus. And as soon as she said Jesus, I instantly became stone cold sober.
So I think that's really cool. And I'm basically just sharing this because I want you to know that whatever's going on in your life today, God is sovereign. That means that he knows what's going on, and he's got a plan. He's got a will for your life, and you can't undo that will. Now, you may go through a lot of suffering in the meantime, and I understand that, but I want you to know God has a purpose in the midst of that suffering, okay? He's got a purpose for your life, and you are not a mistake, all right? Trust God's will, trust his sovereignty, and trust his love. Hope you have a great day. God bless you.